Nigel, a narrow loss here tonight against Charlton. How do you look back on your night's work?
I think we've had some narrow defeats by the odd goal, but I think that's one of the closest ones we've had. I think we've made a couple of mistakes tonight and been punished for them. General play, I thought the performance was very good, nothing wrong at all, just those mistakes that they've capitalised on. And Saturday, we benefited from the opposition making a couple. Tonight we've gifted them the first goal, which is highly unusual for us. We don't give those sorts of goals away. Certainly Reedy shouldn't be playing the ball, but Deji shouldn't be giving it him as well in that position. We don't do that sort of thing, which is why you don't see us concede those goals. So that was a bit frustrating, and then getting back into it for half time, I thought we did well in the 15 minutes up to half time, deserved the equaliser, and I thought for a large part of the second half, if anyone was going to get a winner, we were.
Let's speak about the goals in a bit more depth. That first one, as you mentioned, was that a bit of a panic pass?
No, just a ridiculous decision, I'd call it, in that position. We show the lads clips from other teams doing it and everything, and we say to them, no, we don't do that. We can't afford to give goals away. And that's probably the first one this season in that manner that we've given away. So it shouldn't happen. There's no reason. But as I say, I don't want Deji to play him that ball and talk to him about it. If they're that tight, he should be clipping it into a striker.
You didn't let your heads drop, though.
Nope.
You finished the first half strongly.
Yeah, I think generally when we've conceded a goal, home and away, I think we've reacted extremely well this season. And we did, and got the deserved equaliser for half-time. Matty Craig, first game for, a couple of months, something like that. Puts his foot through one on the edge of the box. I wish a few of the others would do it. And smashes one into the roof of the net. Brilliant finish.
Yeah, it was a real thunderbolt, wasn't it? Such confidence when he struck that left-footed.
Yeah, I think he did well tonight, considering it's his first game. He played Wigan and then Wickham, where he gave the ball away late on. So a good couple of months. So it was good to have him back available.
Cargill did well to get to the byline, and then Charlton couldn't clear it.
No, I think we got a little break with the ball, but Bailey pressing forward certainly helped make it. And then we had a good shout for handball, I thought, leading up to it as well with the defender. But we didn't get a lot tonight either.
At the break, on the whole, were you asking for pretty much more of the same in the second half?
Yeah, the same as what we just said after the game. Nothing wrong with that performance, just the two mistakes. And that's what we said, just go out the same. And I thought we did. I thought we had really good spells in the game, got into good areas again, put some good crosses in, and just looking for somebody to finish one off.
How might their winning goal have been prevented?
The throw-in's a bit. I think Jordan misthrows it actually, and it ducks down, and then it just bobbles all of a sudden, ends up at their lad's feet. And then I think Christie should do better at his near post, getting across. So it's a frustrating goal from our throw-in again. There was one the other week that we conceded the same. Whether Jordan should even be taking it, and stay in your position a little bit more. Something else we've talked about, when you play a back three, if you're back four, it's simple, right back takes it and everybody, but you've still got the three defenders in place. But the way it bobbed around, I thought was a bit unlucky leading up to it.
And in the last 10 to 15 minutes you began to pile the pressure. They got men behind the ball. They made it difficult for you, didn't they, inside their penalty area? Yeah, very much so. And look, we're trying to get shots off. They've got a lot of bodies in there, but I thought Flinty very nearly got on the end of a couple of crosses. Hugely frustrated with the time of 5 minutes. We'd had, I think, 8-9 substitutions. Had long goal celebrations. There's people going down with cramp. Apparently nothing gets added for that. Goalkeeper's taking 15-20 seconds. In the corner flag, the corner took 1 minute and 20 to take. On Saturday at Bristol Rovers they added 4 minutes. We ended up playing 5.5, and with no more stoppages. So a little bit confusing with the timekeeping. In that last 15 you got into some really good positions, just couldn't quite get the shots away at times. Yeah, once again they're defending with the bodies in front, made it difficult, but we still got in some good areas. We put a few good crosses in. I think there was one where we hit Flinty on the edge of the box. He flicked it on, it was bobbing around with feet, and it ended up coming out to this corner flag, and Will gave a free kick away. Just want one of those to drop again to a yellow shirt. Despite defeat, what do you take heart from? I think we take heart from the performance. It was much improved. We played better than we did on Saturday. Saturday we capitalised on the areas, and we made a couple tonight, and they did. And that's all it is in these games. Nothing in it at all. But for a team that's with the resources and budget that they've got, going for promotion, I thought we performed well tonight. Let's speak about players. A couple of notable absentees, Dom Dwyer and Elliot Hewitt, not in the squad. Yeah, both knocks after Saturday. Elliot came off and was struggling with cramp and everything, and Dom, difficult when he's not played for so long. He came on and did well for 45 minutes or so. Last time he played for 60, and then he felt his hamstring on the Tuesday, so just a precautionary with him, and he'll be available again Saturday. Any update on Stephen Quinn, George Williams and George Maris?
George Williams was 19th man tonight. Keanu had a knock, which is why he didn't start, so he would have been involved if any problems with Keanu. George Maris not quite, and Stephen Quinn's got a sore knee.
How do you look ahead to Huddersfield?
Looking forward to it, and I think the players should be as well, to go up there and play. You know, we say we're taking nothing for granted, we're not safe, but I think it'll be a brilliant game for us. Should
be a good away crowd, over 2,000 coming.
Yeah, another ex-Premier League club we're visiting, like these tonight that have come to town. It's good times in lots of ways to see these, huge clubs coming to Mansfield and us going to play there. I hope we get a break on Saturday more than anything.
Thank you.
Thanks.